Right, this is looking at a horrible one here, isn't it? Nasty little question. 16x squared plus 40x plus 21. Straight away we know we need to divide all the way through by 16, don't we? So we might as well do that right at the outset, just to get a single x squared. So there's our x squared. Now 40 over 16 is like 20 over 8, isn't it? Yeah? And that's like 10 over 4. So you can divide top and bottom by, and then that's 5 over 2, isn't it? Yeah, 10 over 4 is 5 over 2. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to divide by 8 top and bottom and get 5 over 2. So just to make life easy, yeah? And then you've got 21 over 16. That won't simplify at all. So here's our fraction then. So it's not so bad. So half of 5 over 2 is 5 over 4. So that's what we need to write down here. Yeah, that's completing the square. And then now we know that this term and this term is taken care of in this bracket when you expand it. This squared will square to 25 over 16. Great. So if I put a minus 25 over 16 here, that takes care of the 25 over 16 that pops out when you expand this bracket. So then now you, in effect, you get this term and this term with nothing added. We've still got a plus 21 over 16 we need to keep in mind there. So let's just put that down. So what have we got then? We've got x plus 5 over 4 squared. See how easy it is? Minus the 25 over 16 plus 21 over 16 is minus 4 over 16 equals 0. 4 over 16 is a quarter, so when we move that across, we'll write a quarter. So x plus 5 over 4 squared then, and we'll move that over to plus, and it's 1 quarter. 4/16 is the same as a quarter. Divide by 4 top and bottom. Now square root both sides then. Great. So x plus 5 over 4 square root the square, you just get the value itself. And then we can put the plus and minus on the other side, can't we? Square root of 1 quarter to take care of that plus and minus possibility. Yep. Okay, so x equals 5 over 4 plus a root quarter. I'll just write it like that. And or x equals 5 over 4 minus root 1 over 4. It's the square root of the whole thing, isn't it? Equals. Yeah? So let's put that in the calculator then. And what we'll do is we'll try and write it so that we can just make an adjustment to get the other one. So it's going to be a fraction. So 5 over 4, move along to ground level, plus square root of, it's a fraction, it's going to be 1, tab down to 4, tab next, and that's it, isn't it? We're on to ground level. That's exactly what we want to work out. Equals, get the decimal, 1.75. Great. That's that one. Now go back to our calculator, and all we need to do is toggle back to that plus entry, delete that and put a minus. We should be able to get the answer again. There we are, 3/4, which is 0.75. 0.75. So let's put the 0.75 in the calculator to check everything's alright. Into the thing we started at the top. 16x squared it was, plus 40x plus 21. So we've got 16 times 0.75 squared. Yeah, plus 40 times 0.75. And then plus the 21, wasn't it? Plus 21. Let's just check we've entered everything correct. 16 times 0.75 squared, that's fine, plus 40 times 0.75 plus 21, yeah, that should be fine. Something wrong here. We get 60. What's wrong with that then? 16 times 0.75 squared plus 40, times 0.75, yeah, plus 21. These are all plus. So that's where the error is. There's an error here, so let's just correct it. Remember, this moves over, and I didn't put the minus here. So it's good fail safe here. There's the minus. So we'll get minus that plus that. So if I go back to my calculator quickly, and I'll need to do minus 5/4, which I'm going to write in decimals to save a bit of time now, plus, and then a square root of a quarter is a half, so I'll put 0.5, just to save a bit of time. It helps if I clear the calculator, doesn't it? Minus 1.25 plus 0.5 minus 0.75. So here, that one there was minus 0.75. Yeah? And this one, that'll be a minus. So you'll get minus 1.25 minus, so this will be minus 1.75. Yeah? Okay. So let's put that in. And let's hope that's right now. So we don't want to drag this out any more than we have. And this was, what did we say, 0.75? With a minus. Yeah, okay. So if we put that in then, in the calculator, let's just do that quickly. Here. So what have we got then? We got 16x squared times minus 0.75 squared, so put a bracket, minus 0.75 bracket squared. Great. Plus 40 times bracket minus 0.75 bracket plus 21. And hopefully that works out a 0, which it does. Thank goodness for that, eh? So that's that done. Sorry about the mistake there with the minus, but it just shows you to check one of the roots at the very least. It enables you to say, hang on a minute, there's something wrong. And then say, oh, look at the silly mistake I made. And then you can correct it. Yeah? So it's good to illustrate that. It's good to do that. And that invariably does happen. So that's why checking the roots when you get a little bit slipshod, it always helps to verify whether you've made a silly mistake or not. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Hopefully I won't make so many silly mistakes in the future questions. Good?